Hey guys, Jalop here. Today I want to talk about some kiting basics, including some easy techniques to stay aligned and warp out when trouble arrives. And I'm going to show you some different techniques you can use to do that in a couple of different situations. The first technique I want to talk about is the sun safe. A sun safe is simply a safe spot located relatively close to the sun. You can see that I have one here. And the reason we do that is because the sun, of course, is always centrally located in the solar system and is generally a good spot to align to. The other thing about a sun frequently, although this is not the best example here, is that there are many celestials nearby it. And so as you warp off to the sun, it is difficult for the enemy to tell exactly what celestial you warp to. However, you of course are going to be warping to a sun safe and not the sun itself. So it's going to appear as if you're warping to the sun, but in fact you're warping to a safe that you've previously established close by to the sun. To make a sun safe, you make it just like you make any other safe. In this case, you just warp to the sun at range at some time ahead of time and drop a safe right before you land. The technique that we use to stay aligned to the sun is one that I found a lot of people aren't aware of that you can use in game. So simply, I have my people and places here, and I have a specific folder just for sun safes. You can see it right here. And all I do is I right click on that and I do open group window. And what that'll do is pop out that entire bookmark folder into a standalone window. In this case, I've nested it with my dscan, and I have another set of safes here. The reason that this is advantageous, having it popped out like this, is as I am kiting, as the enemy is approaching me, I can stay zoomed out, I can survey the entire field, and whenever I need to align to my safe, I just right click over here and hit align to, and I know that I'm aligned. I don't need to be zooming around like this, trying to find the bookmark in space and clicking on it or anything like that. I can be nice and zoomed out where I can easily survey the field. I can be paying attention to my overview and seeing if any ships are coming in close, and I can just right click, align to, and when it's time to go, I can just right click, warp to my location, and I'm gone. I don't have to fiddle with trying to find the location in space. I don't have to right click and try and look through my bookmarks through the right click menu. It's always there in the top left corner of my screen. It's always in the same spot. It's highlighted in green because it's in this solar system. It's very easy for me to find and pay attention to without distracting me from what else is going on. The other technique I want to talk about is the trash safe. A trash safe is simply a term that I use to refer to a safe that I don't plan on keeping. I only want to use it for this one engagement. It's a temporary, perishable thing. The trash safe you would use in an instance where, let's say we came through a gate and an interceptor has a ship tackled, or the interceptor has, I'm just going to stay aligned to a safe while I'm sitting here talking. The interceptor has, some enemies on field, and for whatever reason with the geometry of the solar system where we jumped into the system, it doesn't make sense to use the sun as an alignment point, to use our sun safe, because the enemy is between where we'll be warping in and the sun, or we just don't know where we're going to land. So we'll use a trash safe in that instance. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to warp to this small outpost here, and I'm just going to descan it to verify that it's clear, and it is. And let's pretend that our interceptor has something tackled at this small outpost, and I want to warp to it, and I don't want to use my sun safe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a trash safe folder in the same way that I have my sun safes. And I'll just clear up these old ones that I don't need anymore from a previous engagement. And as I am warping to my interceptor, and we'll just warp to the beacon at range, I'm going to hit Control B, and I name it all ones just to make it easy to see. But as I'm in warp, once I'm fully in warp, I just go ahead and drop that safe, and here it is appearing in the top left corner. And now I know that as I land, I have a safe spot immediately behind me that I can quickly and easily align to in the same method and the same technique that I would use for the sun safe. So here I am, I'm landing on field, and immediately, let's say the enemy's tackle is burning to me, I can just right click, align to it, and I can begin to target things here. I'm watching my PvP overview, I see all the enemies coming at me. If anybody gets close, I can flip my prop mod on, and I can continue to engage the enemy, surveying the field, nice and zoomed out so I can see everything and get a good idea of the geometry of the field. And whenever anything gets hairy, if anything gets too close, I just right click, warp. I know I'm already aligned, and away I go, insta warping out and getting out of danger. That's essentially everything that I wanted to talk about today. I wanted to make sure that people were aware that you can right click on a bookmark folder in your people and places and do open group window to pop it out. And I wanted people to know that you can keep that window open all times. I put it in the top left, you don't have to do it there. And quickly and easily access it by right clicking on your bookmark without having to worry about fishing around in space to find it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you used the techniques to great success. Thanks for watching.